Like I know y'all have heard of the what is it, Project 2025? I'm sure y'all have heard of that. We should look over that. Actually, why don't we? We're here, right? Let me pull that up. Project 2025 plans. I mean, they're trying to take it back. They're trying to take it back to like antebellum slavery. I don't know what they're trying to take it back to. And before I find it, here's my thinking on all of this. Let me tell you what is happening. And the men in the chat, you're just going to have to work very hard not to get offended right now, okay? Men are prone to fantastical, dreamlike, imaginary thinking. This is why they love things like Star Wars, Star Trek, all of the different war movies, all of the different sci-fi. They live in a fantasy. They live in a dream world by and large. And I believe there are more men walking around out here who are essentially living in a movie in their own head, a movie of their own creation. So when you take someone who is already prone to fantastical imaginary thinking and you give them power, what they are going to try to do is make their fantasy come to life. They're going to try to make their dream world come to life. They tend to not live in reality. This is why primarily men are gamers. Are there female gamers? Yes, of course there are. But at large, most men are gamers because they live in a fantasy world. So when you give them even an ounce of power, what happens is they try to make their dream world become a reality. And that is what we are dealing with, you guys. So when I look at everything that's being put forth by Project 2025, to me, it just looks like a man who wishes he was king. This is what he would do if he were king type situation. It has nothing to do with the good of the country. It has nothing to do with the good of family or even himself for that matter. It's about power. It's about exploitation. It's about ego. It's about all of that stuff. But most important, it's about suppressing women, which you just gotta love that. You gotta love that no matter what, the suppression of women is like at the top of the list. And that really should tell you something, women, ladies. That should tell you something. It should tell you that you might be the most powerful creature on planet Earth. Why else would they try to suppress it the way that they do? If you were really weak and meek and feeble and powerless, why the intense effort to suppress you? They're psychopaths. But we've known this. We've known that. But it's like they are determined to make this dream world come to life, honey. They're determined. Okay. Apparently, this is what they're hoping for in Project 2025. Let's go. End no fault divorce. Complete ban on abortions without exceptions. Ban contraceptives. They want y'all having these babies, baby, and they want y'all stuck with these men too. Additional tax breaks for corporations and the 1%, make the rich richer, higher taxes for the working class, drain you dry, elimination of unions and worker protections, just work you until they kill you, raise the retirement age, just work you until you die like a modern day slave, cut Social Security, cut Medicare in the Affordable Care Act. They want you dead, raise prescription drug prices. Okay. Eliminate the Department of Education. They want you stupid too. Use public taxpayer money for private religious schools. Teach Christian religious beliefs in public schools. End free and discounted school lunch programs. They want your children. They want the children that they force you to have to starve to death. End civil rights and DEI protections in government. Got to get you blacks out of there. Ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. They don't even want y'all to be talked about. The name that shall not be mentioned. Ban books and curriculum about slavery. They want to hide their dirty deeds from the past. End climate protections. Just choke us all out with emissions and, poison the water. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us. It's quite clear they're trying to kill us. Increase Arctic drilling, deregulate big business in the oil industry, promote and expedite capital punishment, in marriage equality. They don't want you gays getting married, even though half of them are in the closet. Condemn single mothers while promoting only traditional families. Well, there wouldn't be any single mothers if there's no fault divorce, right? Why don't they put a ban on men impregnating women who aren't their wives? Why is that never in the conversation? Hmm? Defund the FBI and Homeland Security. Well, who's going to carry out the capital punishments then? Use the military to break up domestic protests, mass deportation of immigrants, and incarceration in camps. They want y'all out of here. End birthright citizenship, ban Muslims from entering the country, eliminate federal agencies like the FDA, the EPA, NOAA, and more, and continue to pack the Supreme Court and lower courts with right wing judges. These people are completely nutty, okay? They're nuttier than fruitcakes. Like, we are dealing, this is a true beast and a real demon that we're dealing with, okay? But what's making me laugh is the fact that them doing all of these things will kill them too. And maybe this is just how it ends, y'all. Maybe this is just how humanity ends. Maybe this is how it closes out, right? A beast like this rises to power, gets everything that it wants, and ends up killing itself too. So while it took out everyone else, it also ends up killing itself, you jackass, you idiot. It ends up killing itself too. So, and maybe this is just how it ends. Maybe this is how every major human civilization has ever ended. Because this spirit is still around. This energy, this spirit has been around for so long. And when it is not adequately suppressed or completely wiped out, it grows to a level that it cannot be contained. It gets what it wants, and then it ends up killing itself too, just like a cancer. A cancer cell starts off small. And if you suppress it or eliminate it, it will not take out the whole body. But if you don't, it eventually reaches a size where it not only kills its host, it kills itself too. And maybe that's just how it goes. Maybe this is just how life ends on planet Earth. That's all I can think. These people are nuts, though. They're crazy as hell. They're crazy as hell, okay? They really are. But they do not see how this actually affects them too, because for whatever reason they think they are separate from this.